realize it. Yep, that worked. Somebody should commission a KSA song. Like, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. We're here to learn rocket science. Our crashed rockets and crashed rockets. I don't know. I can't make up a song on the fly, apparently. Let me see here. Everybody's saying so many things in chat. Take the fuel out of the spare tanks. Ooh, black spiral. That was a good idea. That was one that I was thinking of as well. Take the fuel out of the spare tanks to lighten the top, then I can fill them when you're in space. That was a really good idea, black spiral. That was an excellent idea. Z McFeed had a good idea too. Tried to use a plane tank as payload with the same mass to see if it was the rocket or if it was the payload. That was a really good idea as well. Just to tap a Nerf vortex to the top. What? DOS is so popular that if I tab to a different window for a minute, I have to go back to a mile of chat to catch up. Cybertech, when you're in my stream, don't tab out. If you're not using an IRC client or something, by the way, Cybertech, you should definitely be using an IRC client. I imagine that you might. DOS, gravity turn does not mean pointing towards gravity. Tybot says. You're correct. You don't use a joystick or gamepad to fly planes. I was having the same issues, and it was because you needed to cancel. Oh, because you had trimmed it out. Interesting, Chronic Offender. I don't use the gamepad, and I didn't have any trim. I think Tesla Max may be on it there. Asymmetric, unbalanced SRC struts. That may have been the problem. Name the ship the space capable. Forget the rocket. Okay, I did that. Lewis was telling me, yeah, we need one big structural piece. No air equals no space. Wait, what? I don't get it. No music below 70K. Okay. Oh, is that why there was no music during the liftoff? I gotcha. DOS, it's too top heavy. All your weight is up top. Empty the spare tanks to lighten the load. I think that would have been a big help to us. I do think that would have been a big help to us, emptying those cripple tanks. KSA class assignment. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Question: can I have a brief explanation of burning? How is it done and what is the purpose? Calvin Kuman. I'm still scrolling down. I'm checking the chat right now. But I'm gonna see if you clarified that. Because I need a clarification. DOS, it wasn't my idea. Okay, I gotcha. DOS, Raider Goo and Thader had the idea. Alright, Raider Goo and Thader, thank you for the idea on debugging the craft. We should start addressing DOS's teach. It's actually not a bad idea. Nice timing to see if the rocket working well. You would not have this convenient encounter. Exactly, see? I timed that exact ascent perfectly so that we could get the direct rendezvous. DOS Ninja, not really. We were just playing around. I think DOS records it. Alright, I read that one. Good job. We all plotted it. Yep, we got that one. KSA song I talked about. DOS, Hodor. Am I going to make space planes? Night of one. I think I'm going to work on space planes tomorrow. Space planes is tomorrow. Hey DOS, fast question. How do I change the position of the camera in game? Hold down right click. KSA Boonus. This one is for you, or KSA Bunus. Hold down right click and drag the mouse. That's how you change the position of the camera. You can also change where the camera is pointing by holding down middle click and dragging. That one was for KSA Boonus, or KSA Boonus. Probably KSA Boonus or KSA Boonus. That one was for you. Hold down right click and drag the mouse to rotate the camera around. Hold down middle click and drag the mouse to change where the camera is pointing. See here. The KSA song is the Trongbad. Doot. Can we name the next ship the Teach? We'll see. Like a KSA anthem or Pleasant, secret handshake. Yes, and I'll be totally like on the camera, and that'll be the secret handshake. What's up, Soul Wager? How's it going? As a singer compositor, you're a good rocket pilot. Nice, Luis. Almost caught up with chat. But without the mighty Kappa. Ooh, Cybertech. I have an IRC client that's a Java IRC client, open source. It comes with the source, and it's Twitch integrated, so it uses all the Twitch icons. I'll send it to you. It's called Chatty. Open source. I mean, they give you the source. I don't know what the exact license it is, right? But you should look at Chatty. That's what I use because it does have the it has the Twitch integration with all the screen name highlighting and all that sort of stuff. It's got all that stuff. It's really cool. Bro Sidon, what's up? Wait a second. COS is DOS in Kerbal. KSC equals KSP3 confirmed. Water lover. You didn't clarify because somebody answered it. All right, good deal. No worries. We're learning and burning and launching all good. DOS Valdez is teaching up in this hood about physics and orbits and lots of explosions. Brings us all together the proper motions. My song, Zalme, that's actually not bad. Maybe I should get Earthworm Slim to like freestyle that. That's not freestyle, but to rap that for me. I'm not going to try it. You see what color I am on the chat. Did I forget solar panels? Ooh. Ah! Hang on. We still have electric charge. We're still good. We still have electric charge. Oh, this guy has RTGs. This guy has RTGs. Did I forget the solar panels? No, I did that on purpose. I just wanted an excuse to scream at the camera. Luckily, the construction bot has RTGs. That's why we only need solar panels on the delivery. Where is my target? Where'd he go? I didn't wait too long. Nope, there it is down there. Look at that. While I was sitting there reading chat, we got within 3.1 kilometers of the docking craft. 3.1 kilometers. And this is going to be so little meters per second to rendezvous with. It's almost as if it was scripted this way. Let us go ahead. What camera am I at? There was another donation. Who was that? Dude, Miller Time. Donation train. You're like the caboose on the donation train, Miller Time. Donation train hype from one educator to another. What you do every day is amazing. Keep up the energy, passion, and may your glass of DP ever empty. Ah, my glass of Dr. Pepper is empty. Miller Time. I need to go get some more Dr. Pepper. Let me do this rendezvous. Dude, Miller Time, I appreciate the donation, man. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It is absolutely awesome. The amount of support we get doing this. I was just going to see what it looked like, right? I was just going to stream KSP and be like, oh, well, let's see. Nobody will ever watch me. Whoever knows me. And then we did the Space Academy thing, and it's turned out really well. And I do appreciate all the support. I am working to try and make this a full-time job. Let's see here. We need to do this rendezvous, and we're not really moving towards it. I need to be going like that. That's actually moving me a little bit better vector. So see what I'm doing? You've seen me do this. If you're new to my stream, watch what I do. I make a straight line from the pink X to the green X to me. When this says target, I come out here to the side and I burn in an attempt to push the green X over the pink X. Do you see how it moves? And if I can actually do that, if I can push the green X onto the pink X, they have all sorts of little rendezvous babies, and we end up right there at the other craft. So now we're going towards it at 13 meters per second. Watch. If I time warp, we'll actually slowly but surely rendezvous with the other craft. Because the green X is over the pink X. And watch it here. Watch it here. If that starts to drift away, which is not the case here, if that starts to drift away, you can come out of time warp and slow it down. But all I really want to do, besides having fun, is rendezvous with this craft. Let's see what we can do. I'm pointing at the green X. I'm waiting for the other craft to get underneath me. And I'm going to slam on the brakes. Right next to it. This is not the best way to do it. I should really be going slower than this. But what can you do? Every now and then you got to do something fun and interesting. And we will do it. Like... We don't even need the construction bot, by the way. The docking craft could have just docked to the tank. Right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay on the green X. Stay on target. Stay on target. 3, 2, stay on target. He's turned off his targeting computer. Whatever. There we go. So now we have rendezvoused with this. Why is the construction bot even here? This craft is designed to dock with things. We could have just docked it to the drop tank. The entire construction bot is a waste of time. Ah, yes. But maybe we'll leave the construction bot in orbit and we'll actually use this construction bot to put together our other ship if we need it. We're basically rendezvoused now. See, we're not really going away from it. It's moving a little bit, but we're basically rendezvoused. Space brakes. By full time, could you possibly mean 24/7? You want your 1 trillion static IPs? What does that even mean, Cybertech? Skippers can do it. Yeah, I think we're good. Space brakes, you mean the ground? Adel is putting his dorsal side up. That's awesome. All right, we're good. Let's do this. I'll use the construction bot. I will definitely use the construction bot. He is full up. Let's go to the construction bot. I feel like I'm going away a little bit too fast here. Here's a very interesting thing. Maybe I need to do this right quick. You will never get a donation. Bro Sidon. Apparently breaking my saying that I'll never get a donation. I love what you do, and I'm so happy that people like you exist. You're the reason I got back into KSP after I realized how little I knew. Thank you for everything, Das. Dude, Bro Sidon, I can't do the little anime face, but I'll definitely give you the little wave like you always do every time you come into the channel. Thank you for the donation, Bro Sidon. I do absolutely appreciate it. All the support. All the support. All the support. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Turn on this. when I'm in orbit with something, do you see how let's turn on this. Do you see how that craft is actually very near my radial in, right? There is absolutely no way for me to go 0 meters per second relative to another craft unless I'm in one of two places. I have to be in orbit directly behind it so that my target marker and my prograde marker are exactly on top of each other, or I have to be directly in front of it. Any other orbit will be slightly different. I'm 82 meters higher than him. There's nothing that I can do to match his orbit exactly when I'm 82 meters per second higher. Remember, I'm in a higher energy orbit. I'm going a little bit slower, and I've got a little bit longer path to travel. Even that 83 meters, it's 83 now. Look at it moving. I bet you our target velocity is increasing a little bit. It's now 0.2. There's nothing that I can do. If I want to completely keep station with the craft, when I'm assembling it or when I'm docking it or whatever, the only way to do that is to get prograde, basically get on its 6 or get on its 12 o'clock, right? So let me do that right quick. Let me go to orbit mode, and what I want to do is put that craft in my prograde, in this green circle. So let me see what I can do to make that happen. If I can put that craft in my green circle, that will mean that I'm directly behind it, and that is the only way in orbit, without using any delta V, that I can stay on station with the craft, that I can get true 0 meters per second. So I'm going to do that. Let's see, that looks like it's not really going to push me down fast enough, is it? Yeah, that definitely looks like it's not going to push me down fast enough. So let me just burn down like this. I am going to fly down until I am directly in this guy's orbit. And I want him to be up there in my prograde, right? That is what I want. I want him to be in my prograde. So now I've burned down a little bit, and basically what I'm going to do is point straight up, straight radial out in this case specifically, until he is right there on the horizon line. Give Adel a shout out as well. Adel does some work with the NavHUD Horizon, or the NavHUD mod here. So I'm going to wait till he gets up here, and then I'm going to kill my velocity like this. This is the only thing that I can do to keep him from moving. See how close I got him? Because I put him right there on that line, it looks like I did a little bit too much in this direction. So I'm going to go this. I could have just used RCS, honestly. That looks good. The next thing that I want to do is point this way and move to the side until he is on that green circle. So if I can do that, I will be able to make perfect station with him. So let me move to the side. I can time warp till he comes over, right? Y'all know me. Here we go. And now I am going to, once he gets right in there, right? I want to be directly in this. I want his center of mass to be right there in my prograde. I'm going to slow it on down, boss. See how my RCS isn't balanced? You see that unintended wobble that I'm getting? That's because this craft isn't meant to be doing what I'm doing. Now I need to go a little bit more down, it looks like. And I need to not crash into him. That's always good. Not crashing into him is definitely a good thing. I feel like I'm a little bit low. Yeah, see, I need to move up a little bit, so don't crash into him. And move up. And once I get right like this, where I get his pink target marker directly into my... It's actually pretty hard to do. But if I could get that pink target marker directly in to there, I would be able to move 0 meters per second, because I'm in the same orbit as him, right? I can't be higher. I can't be lower. I can't have a different inclination. None of those things will work. The only thing that will work is being directly behind him, like this, where he is actually, the target marker and the prograde marker are directly together. That is the only way that I can go 0 meters per second relative to another craft in space. It is the only way I could be in front of him as well. I've got to be in one of those two positions. This right here is looking really good. Until I completely flubbed it up. There we go. And then I just need to kill all my relative velocity. That would be nice if there was a prograde thing there. That's honestly good enough. And then I could find the velocity vector. Don't run from me, velocity vector. Is it going to be one of those times when the velocity keeps running from me? Yes, because I'm trying to demonstrate 0 meters per second. There it was for a second. Wait, there it is. No, no, no. Where is it? Look around. Let's use nav HUD. There it is down there. All right, all right. So I need to go this way a little bit. Yeah, there we go. See how I'm dragging it up now? And then I need to bring it over this way. And I need to go towards it. That's interesting that it doesn't seem to agree. Aha, there we go. Aha, that's actually really good. And then I can go 0 meters per second if I can just get that up there. If I want to completely cancel things out, right? There we go. And then I can do this. Come on. That right there. It looks like I'm still going down a little bit. Close enough. Close enough. Anyways, that's just something I never covered before. It looks like I'm still moving down a little bit too much. I've just never covered that you have to be in that position behind or basically retrograde or prograde to it exactly, or else you'll never get this. You'll always have your orbits destabilizing. And being in this orbit right here, I imagine we should have good encounters all the way around. Even that, 0.3 kilometers after a while. Anyways, that's good enough. Now I'm a little bit lower than him. Let's just go ahead and get the docking done. So let's do the F5 for safety. Let me check the chat, see if I missed anything. What is Dash trying to do? I was trying to get exactly. Yeah, get his actual 0 meters per... Yep, that is right. Dude, Cineria. Cineria, maybe. Cineria. I was trying to get exactly 0. And I did go to caps lock mode. Insolent. I did go to caps lock mode. That's what I did. I went caps lock. You can actually see the uppercase and lowercase letters, right? Let's see here. What's up, Vice? How's it going? Teaching the laws of physics and how to count to valve since 2004. Dash, maybe switch to target speed. I was trying to get it lined up first. Adel hype as well. I'm glad we had some Adel hype. Water level, maybe he should have watched DOS. What was going on? Portal has a plot hole. The trajectory Wheatley was he was going to crash. How do you use ambient light adjustment mod, and how do you disable screensaver mode? All you have to do for screensaver is press F2. That removes all of your things, all your nav HUD and that sort of stuff. You can never have enough SCVs. You're not kidding. You require additional Vespian gas. There we go. Okay, I've got all caught up with everything. I am going down a little bit. That's okay. F5 for safety. This guy needs to decouple. Assembly bot activate. SAS RCS looks like that's good to go. Let's go. Oops, cap lock. Now let's go ahead and get the claw. I love this little thing. I actually have this uploaded if you want to play with it. It's a very fun craft to pilot. It can help you with docking as well. It's so maneuverable. I don't even think we need that. We just need to basically go in this direction. Grab our fuel tank. See the dorsal? Can anybody tell me where the dorsal side is? You have one guess, and it's green. Now we're there. And now all they need to do is go straight forward. So I can actually grab this fuel tank. This is a really useful way to assemble stations, by the way. Now I've grabbed it. And what I can do now is actually decouple this. F5 for safety. Decouple that. Go back and control the bot. Make sure he's got SAS RCS. Yeah, he's good to go. He could also turn his lights on, right? And now we could actually take this fuel tank. Wait a second. There we go. Ah, it's controlling from a different point. I want to control it from here, so right-click and control from here. And now I can actually take this and go dock it to the back of the craft with a little construction bot, right? So I can fly over this way. I really do love this little construction bot. Look at that, though. That is a cool screenshot right there. The trunk is open. The trunk is open. Ambient light adjustment, by the way, you have to add it to the toolbar. I realized I didn't finish that. And then you just drag this slider. See? Ooh, that's actually really cool looking. Like that. Look at the lights on the craft. But that's what it looks like stock, and then I can actually bump the lighting up. This is for streaming. There we go. And what I want to do is get this docking done so I can slow it on down. And the real trick here, you see how I've put RCS ports and SAS at my center of mass? My real trick is now I can right-click on this docking port, and I can do control from here. And I could actually have RCS control, balanced RCS control, using these RCS ports that are actually the construction bot. That is why the bot is designed this way. Let's choose our nav HUD docking alignment tool, or our nav ball docking alignment tool. I just right-clicked there. I did set target. Now it says unset target. That gives me a red ball down here in the nav ball. It'll also give me a red ball in nav HUD. See up there. And what I want to do is exactly align with that red crosshair. Rotate as well. And then move myself such that I am basically lined up with the trunk. So I'm going to go towards it some so I get a green ball. There we go. And then I'm going to try to move that green ball, use that green ball to pull me directly onto the trunk. What am I doing? It's all about straight lines a lot of the time. It's orbits, right? Don't get confused. Orbits aren't straight lines. But all I'm doing is I'm drawing a straight line between myself and the red ball, the pink ball, and the green thing. And when I get them all lined up, I put the green ball right in the middle like that. What does that mean? Whenever I get those things exactly lined up like that, that means that I can basically ghost dock this whip. Watch it. We don't even need to do anything. We should be able to just sit here and let this thing ride. Now that I've got it all lined up, I probably could have given it more meters per second. Let's see if it docks without me doing anything. I totally am doing this on purpose. I wonder if I could go get a Dr. Pepper while this docks. Hang on. Let's see. Ooh, we're a little bit unaligned. Let me fix the alignment just a little bit. And then I will go get a Dr. Pepper. That looks good. I'll be right back. Tell me if this thing docks. That was a delicious docking. That was a delicious docking, y'all. Absolutely delicious. Got the dock, but I did blow up the entire planet. They didn't dock, but I did blow up the entire planet. Thanks a lot. Is there a docking port? KSO crash! Yeah, guys, I'm already back. The jig is up. The jig is up. It docked. I sat there and watched it dock. Sure. Apparently, we were burning with strut connections in our engine tubes. KSP crashed. How? I don't understand it. You think that I would look at my screen and I would read the chat instead of seeing that KSP was still running correctly? Why is it going away from us so fast? There we go. Target mode. I'm just bringing it on back. I want the construction bot to basically redock with this thing, right? Gosh, got some Dr. Pepper hiccups. That was fun. Let me just let it come on back over a little bit. And I've completely missed my prograde thing as well, right? That should be good, though. I think I can dock with this. I'm going to point him north for docking operations. That's south. Let's go to north. My computer is on fire. Watch your legs. They may feel a bit singed. Das, do I live in Texas? No, but I'm from Texas. Born and raised down near Corpus Christi is where I'm from. Went to school in Houston. Was based out of Houston, working for a company there for quite a while as well. So Texas is my place. I really wish I had some Dublin Dr. Pepper. Hint, hint, Dr. Pepper! Sorry. That's no way to get free. Alright, let me redock the construction bot here. So now that the construction bot has delivered the drop tank, let me go ahead and right-click Release. F5 for safety. Switch to the construction bot. Switch to the construction bot. Switch to the construction bot. Like that Max Headroom guy. Y'all remember Max Headroom? I can't really do the Max Headroom thing. But you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Eek. Let us go down here. Oh my gosh, a lot of follows coming in there. Who was it? MC Toxic Gamer, Riedel X, Dustweeb, The Hunted Outcast. Oh, thank you for the follows. Rex Renegade, I don't remember that name. Rex Renegade. Oh, thank you for the follows. Dr. Pepper they shut the Dublin plant down, but they still make Dublin Dr. Pepper, which is the sweet, or sorry, the sugarcane Dr. Pepper. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. Look at that rising sun. Let's go over there. And actually, I'm going to control him backwards. I'm going to control him from the docking port, because that's what I want to do now. I can actually shut the claw. I don't need it anymore. I'm just going to redock him over here. This construction machine has plenty of Delta V to go wherever it needs to go still. Definitely descripted. The old docking while getting a Dr. Pepper illusion. There was actually somebody under my desk, like docking the craft. Don't ask what she does the rest of the time. So anyways, is Chocomole here? Let's get this thing docked. Redocked over here. Then we can take that guy. We'll see how much Delta V he has, and I'll put it on an interplanetary. Man, it is an old reference. Isn't it an old reference? Let's get this docked. Just matching everything up here. Let's go and use the docking alignment tool again. So I'm going to right-click that. I'm going to set his target. I was pretty close. So I'm going to line up with a red ball. See how setting the docking port as a target gives me that? Now I need to kill this rate of relative velocity. Apparently I don't need to kill it that much yet. There we go. Now I'm almost lined up. So I can go towards it. And again, it's just a straight line thing, right? I'm making a straight line between myself and the red ball and the pink thing and the green thing. And when I get them together, I get a donation, apparently. Hold up. Let me... I think this is going to dock. I don't know. We'll see. 0.3 meters per second. Who was that? Furious Fukuda with the message. No message. Dude, Furious. You are a regular, not only in hanging out of the stream, but with the donations, dude. I totally appreciate you. I always appreciate the donations, man. You've subscribed for like many months. And at the end of the stream tonight, I am going to update. The... Is that good? Yeah, we're close enough. We would probably get it docked. There we go. Close enough. That right there is good. Anything else? We've got this. We've got that. We've got it all docked up. Before I forget. Yeah, we didn't even use that much. Thanks, Furious, by the way. Let me just go ahead and empty those things out. Not really empty them. I'm just going to put most of my stuff down there, right? And I think that we're good to go. So, Halo 448, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And Cadavers91. Did I call you before? I don't know. I think you just... Cadavers91 and Halo 448. Yeah, there it is. There's the thingy. All right. This craft is docked back up and good to go. 75 by 75 parking orbit. It's got 3,000 meters per second of Delta V, which is freaking amazing. This construction craft could actually go interplanetary. I wonder if it's counting the RCS in my staging. Let's see here. Let me take the RCS, put it into a different one, and then do that. Yeah, it's got 22,551 meters per second of Delta V in fuel, and it's got 792 meters per second of Delta V in RCS, because I do have these RCS engines. See the RCS engines? I've actually got those things on there. Dude, Gintoli, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. We are talking only 150. Wow, you're even kidding. In face. Wait, what? There was, yeah, no, there were lots of donations. Gotta get a sip of Dr. Pepper. You're not even kidding. Large Hadron Collider. This is some cool technical shizzle. Nice. The mission for tonight is to construct things in orbit. So we've actually been taking our little construction bot for a spin. We used it to attach a drop tank to the back of our craft, our little IP craft. 1337 meters per second. How cool is that? It carries 1337 meters per second of Delta V. That is awesome. That is how much Delta V this craft carries, whatever. Let's do this. It's not going to exactly calculate it correctly, right? But we know we have a lot more Delta V than this says. We absolutely know. Potato warranty void if exposed to cow? I don't even understand that one. If you moo, you will give me a plastic potato? What? Yeah, Gene, the docking port is clipped in a little bit. A little bit clipped in there, right? So that is definitely a... we just clipped it into the side and we use that. It's the inline docking adapter that no one ever uses, but it's clipped onto the back of that, and then we put those two nose cones there just to kind of round out the back of the Mark II parts. It's not an exact match, but it's pretty close. At least you don't have the flat, ugly thing at the back, plus we got a trunk out of it, so we got that going for us. But I think we're good to go. I think we are very much good to go. And actually, if I filled up these tanks, that should give us more Delta V, right? 1361. How is it possible that it would be 1337? It's totally not scripted. How is it possible that that craft with this exact tank attached, with the amount of fuel that was burned out of these, would be 1337 meters per second of delta V? That's just nuts. All right, so now he's got a drop tank. He's 0.49, and I wanted his thrust to weight to be 0.5, so that's good. This guy here could go interplanetary. Let's see. I don't know how much meters per second of delta V I have, but let's see if we can get him interplanetary. After I answer some questions, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me read through the questions. My computer is on fire. All right, we got all that. KSP crashed. KSO crashed. Everything crashed. Is there a docking port on that side? Yes, there is. They didn't dock, but I blew up the planet. Orbits are not straight. There are curves. Isn't that what I just said? I said they are orbits. I was trying to say orbits have nothing to do with straight lines. But when you're lining up things on the nav ball to pull your trajectory in one direction to line up with something, do a straight line. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Didn't dock. Everything exploded. You guys are hilarious. Computer's on fire. Look, Dot's a distraction. Hey, Dots, if you're ever near Phoenix, I think you're talking about Phoenix, Arizona, right? Please let you know. Gene, dude, I will totally let you know. I used to do a ton of work out in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I went over to Phoenix on like some side weekend trips because I would work for a company in Santa Fe. That part of my life is no longer going on. But I used to spend a lot of time out there, and I really love the Southwest. Camping and hiking out there is so much freaking fun. Peter P., what's going on, buddy? How is it going? All the followers, all that, they shut it down. Trower, you shut your mouth. Don't remind me. But you should still be able to get a Dr. Pepper, Dublin Dr. Pepper. San Antonio myself, though I've been transplanted to Florida, Pondafar. So you're from there? Nice. From San Antonio. Excellent. Chewies. Oh, there's a Chewies here. There's a Chewies where I live. It's like I would live there. If I had the money to eat Chewies every day, that's what I would do. DOS definitely scripted the old docking while getting a Dr. Pepper illusion. Max Headroom. Dude, hi Kiba. You're not even kidding. How about some Project Orion? Project Orion, detonating nuclear weapons underneath a big pusher plate. I've actually got a book that I want to read about that. Do y'all think it's a good idea? I was, in ways to make money, I was going to set up an Amazon affiliate link and then put a bunch of sci-fi books that I like in there. Do you think anybody would actually buy sci-fi books if I took the trouble to do that? As a way to support me, like I'd get paid a little bit for doing that. What's up, Water Lover? You just said, hey, Dias, that's not a question. Peter P. docking the craft? Is that what the kids are calling it now? I love Dr. Pepper myself. So tempted to grab a cab. I need fuel. Hint, hint. Das, watch out. There's a very large man with a katana blade wearing an old broken... What? Jewish ninja? I don't get it. Yep, totally shining the shoes. Gotcha, G-Core. Gotcha. That was borderline. I gotcha. Quick, Das. Dock and undock again. Wait, why? Why do I want to do that? Das is... Okay, good. Will I move? Okay, there you go. Jedi Ring. Hi, Kiba. That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually really not a bad idea. In fact, I'll make one for you. Woo, distracted Das so you can steal all my cookies. We don't have any cookies. I'm totally out. You should make a giant Dr. Pepper can made from Dr. Pepper tanks and set it into orbit. Das, try out Nosgoth. What is that? Give me a link, cadavers. Give me a link and I'll click on the link. I won't remember that. Halo448, does he have a YouTube? I see you, Halo448. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, absolutely. I do have a YouTube. If you didn't get it yet, you can go info. And then my YouTube link is right there. Give me a follow on YouTube. I upload all of my streams to YouTube after the fact so that you can watch them. There are advertisements on it. I'm trying to make a little bit of money out of there. So if you have an ad blocker and wouldn't mind watching the advertisements just so I get something for the effort that it takes to put on YouTube, I would appreciate it. But I do put all my episodes, including my 8-hour boot camps up. Let's see what else we've got. Finro Agata, dude, what's up? So glad to see your ship in use again. We're actually making it go interplanetary. And I think you would buy, Insane Zedge would buy some sci-fi books. I'll spend some time doing that. There are a few good reviewer choices. Gene, I appreciate that. Nice. I do appreciate that as well, Gene. Das, I made it and you're actually quite close to 2,000. Johnny Lowe, you're not even kidding. Do I like the Dr. Pepper gum? I should read Anathem. Okay, so put a link in, and if you put a link in, I'll click it. Das Chewy Sauce is awesome. Dude, if you're talking about creamy jalapeno, Unseeing Whale, we are on the same page. Will I give a tutorial on career? Suicide Medic, I have. I'll do it again. Probably next week I could do one for you, but I have done that and it is on YouTube. Kickstarting your career in farming science. Topics are all on YouTube. What am I building? An interplanetary craft. Use MechJeb. I have never installed MechJeb at Large Hadron. I have never installed I have never installed MechJeb. What kind of questions should I ask? That's a question. Green Cap, I'm good to go. Nosgoth, thank you, Cadavers. I clicked on that. I'll check it out after the stream. All right, cool. Das, Anathem. Oh, Neil Stevenson. Okay, there we go. Oh, Neil Stevenson. Okay. I have not read that one yet. I have read Neil Stevenson, Cryptonomicon, and that sort of stuff. Das, at least 3,700 meters per second of Delta V on board. Probably a few hundred more after you drop to tank. Kuju, thank you. Let's take this thing interplanetary right quick. Or should I just... no. I'll do it at the end of the stream. I'll take this interplanetary. All the ships that I build, I'll do the interplanetary transfers at the end of the stream. Let's keep going with orbital construction right now. Let's keep going with orbital construction for now. So, thanks, Cadavers. I definitely opened that in a new window, man. Just to give it a look. Why is this tank on the back? This is a drop tank, Fenrir. It's a drop tank on the back of the Easy Docker. It should at least double. Well, it should not quite double the Delta V that it had. But we could definitely... We just put a drop tank. We could actually put another drop tank on. We could daisy chain the drop tanks. But this tank is designed to completely refuel... Hang on a second. This tank with 720 is designed to completely refuel these engines. These tanks on the side. So what we do is we burn until these are empty. We transfer the fuel up. We drop the tank and then we burn again. That's how we set this craft up. And it says 1386. That's not accurate because we're missing some fuel lines, which we fixed down in the VAB. But we should be good to go with this craft. I've got a couple different things I want to do. This is a puller unit. Yeah, we're fine with this. We're fine with this. Somebody asked if I could actually make this craft have kind of like a Jedi ring sort of thing, right? Who was it that asked it? I said I would do it, and I was like remembering the name, and then now I'm an idiot because I didn't remember it. I'm so bad. So bad. Who asked me? Can I search my chat? Find. Yes. Jedi. Excellent. Haikiba, that's who it was. That's right. Gosh, I'm such an idiot. Haikiba asked if there's another way we could do this. This is just a drop tank. Sinria, what we're going to do is go and we'll make another one that has even more Delta V. Even more Delta V. We'll make it in a ring sort of shape. If we can. We'll have to see if we can do it. But we'll put more engines on it, maybe more efficient engines, so that we can transfer this entire thing with even more Delta V. So let's go down and design that right quick. Somebody asked me a question. Question, what is with the launch escape tower? That's right, Sinria. That's the Tachyon Flux pylon. I was in the VAB. Norman von Kerman was like, you require additional pylons, except backwards and in Spanish, right? Because I can't talk backwards in Spanish and say you require additional pylons to, like, wrap all the references together, right? We just put it on there for looks. It just looks cool. I mean, it's got a claw, too, right? It just looks cool. I don't know what this craft is for. We were just tossing random parts on it. It's got, like, a side RCS tank that balances out the extra weight of that. It was just to dock some Kerbals is all it really was. But it's good to go. Let's go down. Let's design another craft. Let us design another craft and see what we get. Can't forget to blame you for the laser probe. The laser probe. For that, you get a follow. Cineria, dude, I appreciate it, Cineria. Thank you. I love it when I earn the follows. I love it when I earn the follows. For that, you get a follow. Cineria, dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Thank you for enrolling. Ah, yes. Bart Gun Kerman just did a dance. It was because of Cinerian's follow. It's not scripted at all. Cinerian's a plant. This entire rocket, I don't even want to look at anymore. Save it. I should just delete it. Let's go over. Let us go over and see what we can do with this guy. So I've got my new Mark III IP. It's the DOS Simple Docker Mark III IP. All right, good, good, good. There it is. We can actually close the trunk like this. We can open up. Dude, Kuju Man, was that a refollow? I could have swore you were already following. The thing I have, I don't know if it shows refollowers or not. But whatever. Welcome anyways. Whatever it is. That right there is a Clampatron. The problem is, the biggest problem is I don't get any green glue, right? I can't actually attach anything to that. I really wish that when it was open in the VAB, it would have an axial attachment point. That would really make my day, squad. So, what I'm actually going to do to simulate this, I'm going to take that guy off for now. I'm just going to put them on the side, and I'm going to put a regular docking port here, just to simulate that. Now, it weighs a lot less, right? The one with the cover weighs 0.1 tons. The one without the cover weighs 0.05 tons. So it does weigh twice as much, but I'm just going to 0.05 tons I'm not too worried about. Here's what I want to do. I want to make something. You landed this today with 8 canards and wheels? Really? Thader? That's awesome, Thader. Do you have any pictures of that modified version of this thing? Question, cadavers, when will I use Fire Spitter, if ever? I don't really get into part mods that much. I do have tomorrow evening a part mod stream where I'll be looking at different mods. Last week I did Scansat and Carbonite. This week I'm going to do Interplanetary, I think. But I'm going to be doing that tomorrow on official KSP TV. I don't know, it would probably be a while before I did Fire Spitter. I've never really gotten into Fire Spitter. I try to stay away from part mods, but I need parts for a special mission that I'm putting together as part of the official KSP TV stream. So tomorrow night I'll be looking at some mods. Fire Spitter won't be one of them. It'll probably be a while before I get to that one, a specific part mod. You tuck some landing gear on the bottom, put 6 radial chutes on the top for a flat balanced landing. Finra, that's actually not a bad idea either. That's not a bad idea. You should make a rufflecopter. You forgot your very own dictionary engine. What do you mean? I have a dictionary engine? Pondafar, take it easy. Do strong bad techno to build some hype. Oh my gosh. All right. Mentioned multiple times it doesn't give you an accurate amount of delta V because you need a design because it had to be confused or something. Ah, Noctis Lux. Kerbal Engineer. One of the things that it does not do, it won't treat docking port connections as stages, right? So if I put fuel on this docking port, we're doing it backwards, right? Let's say we just put an additional bit of fuel in the form of a Dr. Pepper can on the front of this. And our plan was to use it as kind of a drop tank and burn, and then right-click the docking port and do decouple node and leave the empty dry tank behind to get rid of its weight and then continue burning. Kerbal Engineer can't calculate that because it doesn't have different stages. And some things that you can do to try and, like, fake it, right? Kerbal Engineer does split up things on stack decouplers. So you could do that, and then you could put a fuel line like this, right? To kind of fake it. And that would change the delta V. And if I put the decoupler into a different stage, let's see here. So let me do that. Let me put the decoupler in a different stage. If I put the decoupler in a different stage, I would actually see that I would have 300 meters per second from that, and then an additional 2152 after I popped it. And this calculation is correct. But when I go to space, I wouldn't really, you know, if I don't have the docking port, or if I don't have the decoupler there, I wouldn't really need it. So that's what I was talking about. Without that decoupler there, Kerbal Engineer doesn't really calculate that as a decouple, right? Even though you could use it as a decoupler, you could right-click on a decouple node, undock it, whatever. So with my drop tank on the Easy Docker that's up in orbit, Kerbal Engineer won't calculate that because I don't have a stack separator in there. That's where I was going with all that. This craft is totally good to go now, right? Yeah, it is. And it's got that full of fuel. That's fine. Let's take that Dr. Pepper can off. That port I'm going to leave there. That I can get rid of. What I need to design is something that actually pulls it like a ring. Das, where can I get the Dr. Pepper can? Gab's got your back right there. Did Das comment on the Nova Punch? Is Nova Punch parts? If Nova Punch is parts, I'm not as interested in it. I'm not as interested in it. The fuel flow logic in the game is a bit weird. Yeah. Cybertech, dude, I'm on the same page as you. I understand why it can't do it. I'm just talking about workarounds, the ways that you can do it. So you can put the decoupler in there, and then it'll calculate it just right. I am absolutely on the same page with you about the fuel flow logic being weird, because it's definitely a little weird. It's definitely a little weird. Definitely a little weird. Awesome Able, dude. Again. You want to see me get that voice modifier so I can be in space. Take it easy, Awesome Able, and thank you for the donations. Sincerely, thank you for the donations tonight, man. I do appreciate it. Let me build this thing. I'm reading chat. It's like chat hour with DOS. I kind of want to do something like this, and I think that we can make this thing look really, really cool. So I'm going to put a probe core in here. Like that, so it's standalone. I'm going to put an RCS unit in there, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll put them on the sides. We'll have to see. Has up to 5 meter parts. Jeez. Yeah, I really don't do part mods. Using the blue decouplers with... Wait. Oh, I gotcha. Both sides between docking ports. Yeah, we could do that. I don't use those very often. Cybertech is definitely a mod, yeah. Cybertech is a mod so that, I mean, he's so important to the stream, right? Because he does Kerbal Engineer and he listens to our feedback and all that stuff. I put the sword next to his name so that I could see him. Later, also Mabel, so that I could see him whenever he comes in. That is absolutely why he's right there. I absolutely appreciate what Cybertech does, and I appreciate everybody who supported him with the donations earlier. Or the shoutouts, all sorts of support are good. So let us continue on here. I can't exactly make the little space tether thing, so I think I'm going to use this structural part. And then I'll use one of these. Maybe, no, maybe not. Maybe we'll just use the short one. Ooh, we could do it up and down. I really just want to clear this thing, right? That's really what I want to do. So now I'm going to put these parts coming out to the side. That looks like we clear everything, right? Yes. And then can I actually make these parts into a circle? It's going to be a little bit difficult to do. So let's go C. And then let's go... Nope. Nope, there's only 6 directions. I don't think that I'm going to have the resolution using these parts, right? Huh. These parts would work. These parts would work too. Maybe we'll have a little bit more resolution with these. Oh, come on. Seriously? No, 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 no. That's not what I want at all. I want it to... Okay. That is definitely not what I want. That is definitely not what I want either. Alright, so let's do it like this. Fine. Let's put the SAS units out on the end so we have a different thing to attach to, right? There we go. Times 2. Excellent. Then let's get these. See how that gives me a nice flat thing to attach to? And then let's... 4. 4 would be 20 degrees. Which I learned yesterday. So is this actually going to make a circle-looking thingy, or is it not going to come together by the middle? That is not going to come together by the middle. We need more. We definitely need more. By the way, all this structural component here, this is really just extra weight. We're just doing it for looks. Fashion. Kerbal Fashion Academy here. Is this one going to come together by the middle? Is that flat? Oh, it's pretty close. Oh, actually, maybe it doesn't need to be a circle. Maybe this will work. Because I kind of like this. Send it to the Kerbal Space Gmail. Thader, thank you. I don't know what y'all are talking about over there in chat. I got no clue. How's my mom? She's doing well. Do you know her? There we go. Because then I could totally put these things together like that. Is that okay? It's not exactly a ring, but it does kind of match the form factor of our craft, right? It does match the form factor of our craft. It's really just extra weight that we don't need. What could we do? I was going to use the nuclear engines, and the ring design doesn't really work with the nuclear engines. Because there's not really a great place for me to put the nuclear engines in now, right? Interesting, interesting. Kerbal Fashion Academy, you get the runway tidied up. Yeah, we went with 30 degrees. 30 degrees times 3. Darway, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's see what we've got here. Taxer, dude, that's not a bad idea, honestly. Can I enclose it in panels? Can I enclose it in panels? Oh. Oh. I don't think that the ion engines will ever give us enough thrust for that to be a good idea. We could totally put solar panels on there and use them to drive ion engines, but we would have so many ion engines. I wonder. Wonder. Let's see here. Even the thrust on the ion engines is just too low. It would be really interesting, but I think the thrust on the ion engines is just way too low. Because we could totally put fuel like this and that. Textors, that's an excellent idea, by the way. That may be, I think that may be something I may look into doing as well. At least. Probably more. At least. But that is an excellent idea. Absolutely an excellent idea. Where is my ion engine? Where is my ion engine? Am I blind? It's supposed to be on the screen. Is it over here by the tanks? No. Is it up there? No. Those are solid fuels. Where's the ion engine at? There it is. That's a great place for it, above the jet engines. And those aren't really going to point in the correct direction. So I would need... Huh. I would need these things on it, right? Nope, nope, nope. I don't think that I will ever get enough thrust to weight out of this, though. Those two, let me put the ion engines first. So the ion engines go into their own stage, and they go first. Right? 575 with 0.02 thrust to weight. That's where the ion engines kill you. We would have to put so many ion engines on this ring that the part count would be through the roof. That's missing one. That's 0.07, and we're up to how many ion engines? The ion engines have insane ISP. They're very, very, very efficient, but they just have no thrust whatsoever. I mean, that is a really cool concept, right? All those ion engines lighting up like that. But we would have to spam so many parts onto this craft, I don't think that it would be worth it. I mean, we could double the amount, and we would still only have 2 thrust to weight. In 500 meters per second of delta V, that can't be right. Yeah, that must not be right. It must be because of this here. But no, we've got it separated. That's just using those things. Yeah, 500 meters per second of delta V. Huh. Let's see here. I don't think that this is a, it's including the lifter. So anyways, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah. No, I know, Das. Needs at least 10, or I know, Luis. Put the stage last. It is last. It is the stage here. Well, I mean, it's not last, it's first, but that's calculating this. That's the way we want it to do, and then we get that much out of it. That's atmosphere. Oh. That's atmosphere. The engines are terrible, and, well, no, they get the same in atmosphere, I guess. Huh. That's weird. Ion and Atmos. Yeah, but Zool, hey, what's up, Zool, by the way? Now you have stage lighting for the engines. It's atmospheric. The ion engines actually get the same in and out of atmosphere, I believe. Yeah, 4,200 in both, so that wasn't doing it. I think it's just that we would need to... Is it fuel limited? It is. That's using all of that xenon gas. But those containers aren't the most dense containers. I think we would have to spam... This craft is heavy enough, and it's full of fuel, right? I think we would have to spam so many ion engines just to get it to do anything for us. I think it's not going to be really a workable solution for us. Because I could do that. I could do that. I could do this. I could do this. I mean, I could do this. Hey. I could do this. And it looks amazing, honestly. I really do like how it looks. But I just don't think it's going to be an efficient way to design this, to actually get this craft to go anywhere. Let me just toss them on and we'll see how it works. That's one entire side done. Let me do this side. And it's not doing it in freaking 2x symmetry. Dad blame it. All this is increasing. Yeah, it's going to need a ton more xenon gas. So let's see here. If we add a ton more xenon gas... Those things are 700. Those are 4. I need like big xenon tanks, like huge xenon tanks. We're getting more. We would tuck these in someplace so that they look nice. I just don't think extend a boom from either SAS to Bolton Nuclear. Hadron Collider, that's what I'm going to end up doing. I wanted to like look at the ion engines. The ion engines are really cool. They get insane ISP, right? The nukes get 800. The ions get, what was it, 4,200 or something, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, 4,200. But this many ion engines would mean an insane amount of electric charge. Basically, like Louis said, one Gigantor solar array per ion engine. Even if we did that on the other side, that is still only going to net us about 0.24 thrust to weight. So I just don't think that we can do it. Yeah, Zeet McPhee. Yeah, you're exactly right. We wanted to look at it. I don't think that it's practical. So I think that that's a really cool thing, but I just don't think that that's practical. let us look at some other ideas, right? Let us look at other ideas here. I think the ring thing may be an issue, right? It's just extra weight, and it doesn't really give us good mounting points for the engines. So I like the Jedi ring idea. It would be okay for a smaller craft that didn't have all this mass to pull, but I don't think I'm going to go with that for now. I do like that idea, but I don't think that it's practical for what we're trying to do. What I do think is practical is going 4x symmetry like that, and then putting... Can my SAS units... No, of course they can't. That makes no sense. Putting a fuel tank out here like this on the end of these beams, right? And then we're going to have some sort of fuel to carry. So we'll put nuclear engines on here, but we're also going to have to put this. We'll see. It depends. It depends on whether we need 4 nukes or 2 nukes or 3 nukes or what the deal is. We could definitely go with 3, I guess. And that would still let the cockpit have a good view while putting a... Yeah, let's go with 3. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like that. Alright. And then we'll go with the nukes, which have insane delta V. Sorry. Which have insane delta V. Which I said the same thing again. Which have insane ISP. That right there... How much does that give us? 0.61, but only 824 meters per second of delta V because we don't have very much fuel in those. So we definitely need more fuel. Das, what mod we're using for the center of mass? That was Cineria's English adding antennas. What? Dude, Doctor of ZZ, what's up? Ions are supposed to be used like this. I'll get it. I can't see anything. Oh, it's 2 Gigantors on a little tiny probe. In some parts that I didn't recognize. Alright. You made a Kerbal by sewing? That's pretty cool. The real question is, how much fuel could I get on here? So let's see what I could do for fuel. I guess, instead of having that, since we're not going with a ring, we don't really need that. We could use an actual fuel tank like this. And then we could put our nukes in 3x symmetry like this, right? That's not bad. We would need to go and grab these things. Let's see how much delta V we get out of that. We'll run fuel along this. 2241 meters per second of delta V from those 3 nukes. That is not bad right there. And that's a really simple craft, right? Look how simple it is. It would be really cool if we did Kerbal Fashion Academy and we ran the fuel lines directly along those. That's good enough. I kind of want to tuck them in, though. Y'all know me. Hang on. Fashion. That looks good. Alright, I like that. That's another 2041 delta V with those tanks attached like that. And honestly, we could probably... Could we do this? Will this actually work, I wonder? See how I'm trying to kind of keep it... Yeah, I'm trying to kind of keep it out of his way. Oh, but that clips there. See how that clips? That's not good. That's not good. That won't work. I guess we could actually use fuel tanks. Huh. There's lots of things we could do here. Confirmed. You guys are hilarious. Put them on the bottom of the beans. Cheese whirl. Okay, I'll do it. Quarter-size carbonite with fuel tanks directly into the engines. Who was that said that? I like to give people shout-outs. Remember, water lever. Use DOS or use question. Use DOS or use question. What mod for center of mass? Oh, man, sorry. Mod for center of mass it's in the game. There's no mod. You could actually just click on the center of mass right here, center of mass, and it'll come up. Or you can use RCS Build Aid, which is the actual mod that does more with the center of mass. Yeah, but thank you. Thank you for getting my back there. Would these tanks carry more fuel? What does he carry? 216? No, he doesn't carry as much as that. I want him to be able to see. I could always just put these guys on the side. Like that, and then it wouldn't clip. And then we could put fuel lines into the middle. Let's see how this gets us in delta V. 3,000 meters per second of delta V added to this. Which isn't bad, honestly. Minnesotans, we're making this craft interplanetary. We're adding a lot of delta V to the craft. We don't want lower than about a 0.5 thrust to weight, but we want a lot more delta V. So that's what we're doing. The red hurts your eyes. Sorry. Jeez. Alright, we got it, Finnery. We got it. Dude, Taxos. Again, Taxos, thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Get some sleep. We'll see you mañana. Good games, too. Good games. So that, I'm not in hate with that design. I mean, those fuel tanks are kind of floaty. McFloatersons. We could get... That keeps us near the design limit. If I do anything else, I'm going to need a lot more Delta V. Right? And this is 3,000 Delta V right here. Awesome, but impractical. Yes. My destination is wherever. This additional 3,000 Delta V, 0.47. We really can't add. Somebody told me to use the quarter-sized Kerbadine. Like that. Which would basically mean you couldn't see where you were going, right? You would just be looking at the back of a Kerbadine tank. But that's 5,000 meters per second of Delta V, which is really not bad. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. I mean, there's so many different things we could do with this. There's so many different things. Is Delta V just more speed? No, it's not. It's not. Cinderia, 5 in the morning there too. Dude, Cinderia, thank you as well. We'll catch you later. Your Delta V will go up if you eject empty tanks. I know Slayer McV, but I'm just not... I want it to be kind of a one-piece thing that could be refueled. Why are you doing this Christmas tree? You can put the transfer module behind the craft. I don't think I can. I don't think that I can. Because if I start to accelerate with only one docking port down there, this craft will actually bend over if I accelerate too fast. With that little docking port, I didn't want to try that. I didn't want to try that. Hook up an orange tank to the belly. The quarter-sized tank cuts the stage's thrust. Yeah, you're right, Hadron. You're right. You're right. We could always go more symmetry, right? Because that was that symmetry. Hey. Really? Why are you doing that all of a sudden? There's 3x symmetry. That's 4x symmetry. 4x symmetry would probably treat us well, right? 5,000 meters per second. We probably don't even need these anymore. That right there is 5,000 meters per second of Delta V. Can I put these up at the top? No, 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 no. Hey. Why is it doing that? You come off. Now you go... Okay, apparently I can put that all the way up on the top. I could save some weight if I didn't do that, if I took these beams off, right? Like that, like that. I put that back. I honestly kind of want him to look a little bit cooler than that, but what can you do, you know? I mean, we could do this, I guess. Extra weight, I know, but whatever. Then we'll use the I-beam pocket editions in 4x symmetry up here. Or we could just put those nukes directly on the side of that. Would that put some nuclear thrust in the craft, maybe? And I mean, honestly, now we don't even need this tank here with this big tank on the top, so why don't we just do this? It's like the design keeps changing, right? That's not too bad, actually. I think that that looks kind of cool. How is that in meters per second of Delta V? Oh, we need fuel lines. I like having that there for role-playing. Like, you don't want to be putting the nuclear exhaust directly on your craft that you're flying in, right? So I know that I don't need the things kind of stood off like that, but I like them being there for role-playing perspective reasons, right? That right there is 0.46 with 4,500 meters per second of Delta V. Which isn't bad. Gonna bathe your Kerbals in radiations if you don't bolt the extensions. Yeah. Attach a surface, then rotate around and use a radial port for the nukes. Wait, what? Say that again? Can we see out past our window through? No, I don't think so. See, we can't. That's the problem. I wanted to be able to see over the top of it, and we won't be able to see past the big tank, basically. The big tank carries a lot of fuel, right? But we're not going to be able to see past it. And that's kind of what I was going for. What we could do... Alright, I want to be able to see past it. I mean, this looks really cool, but I want to be able to see past it. Bear with me. What I'm going to do is this right here. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put these parts on. Where are they at? Nope. It is the... Where is the... Oh, it's under structural. That's right. Under structural. Put these on in 4x symmetry. That way we can actually see over them. And then I'll put these tanks in. Now we can see out. See how we can see past it? That's okay. I'm okay with that. And then we could actually put the nukes out here on the end. Like that. But we'd have to put fuel lines, apparently. That didn't work. So we probably have to put it down a little bit like that. So that we can get the fuel line to attach right there. And then we can get the fuel line to attach right there. That's 5,000 meters per second at delta V. 0.45. I'm okay with that. I really wish it was a little bit more. But 0.45 I can get away with. We could always do 6x symmetry, but that would make it harder to see. That right there is going to add 5,000 meters per second of delta V to our craft. Which is a lot. Rotate them 90 degrees for spin stabilization. Right, right. Check out the link. What is this mod? Laser docking cam. This is the one I used to use. I really do like the laser docking cam, but I switched over to Navball docking alignment indicator because it's so simple. And I use it for KSA because it's so simple. It doesn't give you a bunch of extraneous information. I really do like the roleplay with that. What's up, Drac? How's it going? What's up, Drac? This craft I think is good, right? Are we good with this craft this way? Probably all we really need to do is put some struts in now. So I'm going to put struts like from here to here. Make sure that's straight. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to put some struts from here. We might not even need these struts really, but let's just put them in. From there to there. I kind of like that craft. I really do like how that craft looks. We've got the probe core, which we can actually put on the front now. Like that. And we could put an SAS wheel somewhere, a reaction wheel somewhere. Like that. And we could put a docking port or something on the front of it. So it could actually be used as a pusher or a puller. We could do it either way if it didn't work. What else do we need? Is there anything else we need? Power generation. Tell me, chat, did I miss anything else? Every day this doesn't look like a pod racer. Jeez. Batteries. Dorsal batteries. We definitely need that. How's that look? Batteries, solar panel, nose cone. Nose cone. I like the craft. Nice. Yeah, I think that's gonna be awesome though. I think that is an awesome interplanetary stage. I mean, it looks cool. Did it need to look cool? No. What's up, JLW? Struts are a great thing. You can never have too much. I'm gonna test soon. Yeah, Minnesotans. I'm gonna launch it pretty soon. Das, put a radial decoupler on the tanks and attach the engines to it. No fuel lines needed. Put a radial decoupler. Oh, on the tanks. Ah, but then that'll give me the things over there. That's a good way to... No, that wouldn't actually save a part. Lights. You're the first person I added. Nice. Lights. I'll do some lights. How can I do some lights? Kerbal Fashion Academy lights. Like cargo lights, maybe? So that we can see the, craft. We could just put a cargo light right here, right? That points back at the craft. I like that. Will that light up the craft? Let's see. What if we just made it like blue? I like that. I mean, of course, that's going to blind the people. Is that going to block our view a little bit too? Yeah, that's going to block our view a little bit. Let's see if we can put it on the side maybe. 2x symmetry. Huh. That's not really going to light us up as well. Yeah. That's okay, though. That's okay. Lights off. That's fine. Anything else? We can try it either way. What is it with me and blue lights? I don't know. I just was using a blue light. I think they look pretty cool, I guess. Everything's good. Fix them to the fuel tanks with the nukes. Alright, we'll go Kerbal Fashion Academy mode. And we'll put them up here. And point them inwards. In 4x symmetry. And that should give us good lighting of our cargo. The craft in all directions. I like it. I think that I could actually point it down a little bit more. Let me see. I love now that you can turn the lights on in the VAB. Wow, that way right there only lights up the craft. Which is cool. It doesn't light up this, it's just the blue glow of the entire craft. I like that right there. I wouldn't think that that would work, but that'll work. That'll do. Alright, so now all we have to do is get this subassembly into orbit somehow, and I hope that it's easy. Will it SST orbit? No, it won't. Dang it. All right. I don't like that. Oh, that's the craft itself. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. How did you get the back docking port on? You're trying to replicate the core of the ship. Both docking ports at once for an underbelly fuel system. Dude, Gene, check it out. Here's how we did it. All we did... Wait, let me save it right quick, right? All we did, it's a Mark II fuselage. I'll do it again. It's just a Mark II any sort of fuselage. Like this guy right here will work. Like that. And then we took the docking port, the inline docking port, like that. And then we just rotated it around. Well, come on, DOS. How many directions are there? Like that. That right there is what we did to make that back there. And now you can see it's like, you know, the docking port on the back. The docking port is sideways, but it's okay. And then I put the balls on the end, right? I totally put these on either end like that. Hey, come on. Oh, it won't do it because of the 2x symmetry. But that's what I did exactly on the back of that craft right there. That's how that works. Yeah, you got it. Okay, good deal. Good deal, Gene. Yeah, you're right. Volgar, they do need to work on some of those tweakables. Whoa, that craft actually looks freaking cool. Anyways. Let's put that away. That right there looks awesome, I think. I think we have all the key ingredients of what we need. I don't think we're missing anything. We've got lots of Delta V. Spacebar doesn't work. What are you trying to do? Noctis Lux. Get some sleep, Noctis. We'll see you later. We'll see you later. Should I do the full version first? What should you do in the full version first? Go to orbit. Get into orbit first, Hero Brian. Let's just get in orbit going. If you need some help, look at my highlights or look at my YouTube, and there's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of stuff you can do there. So what I need to do, I need to take this guy. Nope, not that. I need to take this guy off and create a subassembly. If you don't know how to create a subassembly, I've got this guy, and his root node is the docking port, and I can actually drag him over here, and we'll do this the DOS Simple Docker IP stage, basically, right? Good to go. Let's put this guy the way he was. No. I was trying to throw it away. There we go. Put him back the way he was. Close that docking port. Save him. We'll add a lifter later. He's fine. And he has the fuel line fixed as well. Yeah, okay. He's all good to go. And he's full of fuel. Good. Now we need to make a new craft to get the IP stage into orbit. Solar panels. I got 2 RTGs on it. I did read the dev notes. What were you saying about... Yeah. You are. Yep, you're right. You need RCS to dock the assembly. Interesting, water lover. You need RCS to dock the assembly. Backup power gen for the RCGs. Let's have a look. I am going to bring that back into here on the lifter stage. Like this. I go to the subassembly now, right? And I grab the DSD IP stage. Right like that. I'm going to flip it over. And put it up here on the top. Like that. We're definitely going to have to strut the bejesus out of this thing, right? But you guys had a couple different ideas. Are those other lights all on? That's weird that the other lights are all on. Huh. It's okay, though. Come on. There we go. All right. So we've got this. Y'all said solar panels as backup. I'll do it. I'll do solar panels. And what else do we say? You know what we could do? Why don't we just put those... Come on, let me do it, please. 2x symmetry. Oh, man. Wait. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll put solar panels on the end of it. How's that? Let's see here. Not the best placement for solar panels, I know, but I'm kind of fashion academy up here. We could actually put the 1x6s in. What? Bogus. I can't put it on the end of that. Dang it. That's dumb. Oh, well. Forex symmetry. Ooh, wait. This will only work if we're flying at the sun, though. But it would look cool. So what can you do, right? What works? It works. I don't know what you're talking about. Space. I don't understand what you're telling me over there. Sorry. Ah, those things. This has 8,000 meters per second of delta V by itself. Stop this nonsense. Use radial adapters to attach the engines to the tanks. Oh, you mean attach the engines to the tank with radial adapters right there? It's not going to give me enough clearance. It's not going to give me enough clearance. But I do see what you're saying. I like how it looks, though, and I'm done with it. Luis, I got what you're saying now. Now I understand. You want radial adapters like here. So I could put those there, then I could use radial adapters. The fuel lines are okay, plus it looks cool. I'm just going to go with it. I see what you're saying now. I got you now. We'll just do this, I guess. In 2x symmetry on the front like that. And then we'll put this like this, and we'll freaking tuck it in. Alright, that's fine. From the fuel tanks by 45 degrees, better lines of sight. Yeah, that's I put it like that. I'm not going to put them all, I'm just going to put 2 in. It's just backup power. We really don't need them anyways, but I'm going to just put them on like I have them there. What else? We're going to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. There we go. You don't even need struts. Yeah, I know. I know. Do I have what? Do I have a YouTube channel? I do, right here. There's my YouTube. Oh, hey, Dron, I beat you. Sorry. Yes. Why is the follower notification not popping up? Mob Kids. Babe. Excuse me, by the way, stream. Babeast. Mob Kid. Teblakamar. Thanks for the follows, y'all. I appreciate the follows. What else did you say I needed? I've got lighting. That's all I really need. For that DOS, you must drink. Oh, nice. Templar, what's up, Dark Templar? Gazoon type. Sorry about that. I should have pulled my plug. But I sneezed. I need to just get this in orbit. I want to go actually do this thing. So let's, just in case, let's put a... Let's not put a docking port. Let's put a docking port. Let's not put a docking... Let's put a docking port. Like that. That's fine. Alright, what else? RCS. Oh, somebody said RCS. That's right. We needed RCS somewhere. I am not going to put RCS on it. I'm not going to put RCS on it. Because I'm just going to dock the Easy Docker to this craft, right? And I don't want to carry the extra weight or anything of RCS. Maybe... yeah. Where's the center of mass? Way up there. Dang it. It's those fuel tanks. But as those fuel tanks empty out... We'll just put these back here in 2x symmetry. And for RCS, I will just put these on. I don't want to carry RCS fuel, but just in case I need it, I will do that right there. And that will be fine. That will be good enough. However, RCS build aid, look at the dry center of mass because those engines, right? So I'm just going to split the difference between the two. I'm going to put it halfway between wet and dry. Done. That's RCS. We'll use the Verners. Done deal. Good to go. We don't have forward and backwards RCS, though. Dang it. You see how complicated it gets? Like, you add one thing, and you add one thing, and you add one thing, and it just gets complicated. Ugh. Dang it. I can't fly a craft that doesn't have forward and backwards RCS. But I don't want to put that many parts on the silly thing. It doesn't need that much. It really only needs one forward and one back. Is there anything I can do? I guess I could put them like that. I don't really feel like that's too cheaty. Just in 2x symmetry, maybe? Yeah, I don't feel like that's too cheaty. You know? I'm okay with this. Especially if I put them like back to back like that. I don't feel like that's too cheaty. That's good. Done. Where am I headed? I don't know. I'm just building an IP craft that has lots of Delta V, then we can take it anywhere we want. We're not designing for a specific destination. Let's get this thing into orbit. I've been running my mouth too much. Let's get this thing into orbit. Do you think that I can do it like this? Just like... Bink! Put that on there and then, like, put that on there. Is that legitimate? I am going to put a stack separator in just because no one ever uses these parts. They just become space debris, right? The problem with these separators is that they just become space debris. In fact, instead of a docking port, I'm just going to put a stack decoupler like this. That's fine. That's fine. That is all fine. How much Delta V is this? Alright, now let's separate out the stages. 4.0 thrust to weight, but 1284 delta V. So what can I do? These in 4x symmetry? Fly it to space like that. 1.12, so that's way too much. This will work. That looks cool. The fuel tanks clip like mugs. I'm just gonna go with it because it looks so freaking cool. I am just going to go with this because that's cool. Wow. Okay, hang on. That'll make it clip less and give me a little bit more clearance. Does it? Yeah, I feel like it did. That is cool. I like it. Ship it. Whatever. That looks really freaking cool. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, really, but I'm sorry. It looks awesome. Doesn't it look awesome? Yeah, we're definitely going to need fuel lines. We're definitely going to need fuel lines. So we'll need to go like this. Down to here. Use radial decouplers dash. You want to shut up. It just looks cool. I don't even care that they clip a little bit. I may want to put struts like this. It's almost a single stage to orbit setup. It is a single stage to orbit setup, and I'll tell you why. Wait, no it's not, because we're not in atmospheric mode. Yeah, 2677, 1.7 thrust to weight. No, that's not a single stage. The weird idea is, you're right, dude, they do. I mean, we have so much fun with this, right? We have so much freaking fun with this. Gosh. That's too bad that that's not a single stage to orbit. And that's not enough delta V right there to, This may be a very special case. This may be a very special case when it comes to delta V. I don't think that I'm anywhere near close enough, though. I feel like we would need a lot more fuel in order for that to be a single stage sort of setup. Dang it. I was really hoping. And the thrust weight on those, I just don't think... You know something? Let's just fly it. Let's just fly the dang thing and see what happens, right? Let's put in these struts. I love this. I'm going to do this. Let me see here. These are just going to burn up in the atmosphere, but I think it's going to look freaking amazing. And by now, this time of the evening, we are in Kerbal Fashion Academy, right? I think that this looks amazing. I'm going to put the nose cone struts on them, the nose cone thingies. And then I'm going to strut it up. Strut my stuff sort of deal. Alright. Alright. What a weird thing. Let's fly this thing. Let's fly this thing. This is the DSD IP stage delivery. Put my logo on it. I don't think this is enough delta V in the lifter to make orbit, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's just launch it this way. Need a descent stage. I don't think we need a descent stage. A descent stage. Fixture staging, so the separation is separate from the nuke toggle. I don't know. I need the nukes to turn on so that we pull it out, right? So that we pull it out. That just looks cool, doesn't it? Let's launch it. Throttle up, panel lock. I don't know if this is enough delta V to get into space. Here's the problem. Let's talk about the problem in advance, right? Well, that's definitely not right. Just so you know. This goes here. Alright. So the problem is, it really has no clue. Are those nukes throttled down or something? No. The fuel lines are okay. That's good. Why is it not calculating the nukes? Oh, because of my root part. Alright, engineer is just confused. It's not confused. Engineer is not confused. Check your stages. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. Hey, Large Hadron Collider. Hang on. There you go. You want Beetlejuice? I've got Beetlejuice. We've done that joke before. I've got Beetlejuice in the stream. Alright, throttle up, panel lock, SAS engage. The problem with this, there's two problems. Number one, Kerbal Engineer is calculating it from the probe core that we put in the middle here. Right? And I could fix that. I don't think Engineer is going to recalculate if I do control from here. Yeah. We've got a problem, guys. We definitely have a problem. Revert flight. Vehicle assembly, right? Yes. Yeah, we've got a problem. Let me show what's happening. The way Engineer does the calculation, it starts from the root node. Especially if the root node is a command thingy like this. Right? So when we actually fly the craft, the root node is going to be that. And it assumes that when we decouple, we're going to continue flying this craft. So it doesn't calculate it. Dude, the Tin Dog and NTE 989 in Sweetables. Oh, thank you for enrolling in Kerbal Space Academy. We're building an interplanetary vessel here. It's a stage that'll carry one of our other ships interplanetary. So the problem is the root node right now is this. And I can fix it like this. I can take that off. I can take this off. Wait. Yes, I can take that off. I can throw away that root node. I can get a new root node that's this docking port right here. Very useful that you can make these docking ports root nodes. I can flip it around. You see where this is going, right? Move this out of the way. Put this back onto the docking port. Now that docking port's the root node. And now I just need a stack decoupler. Like this right here. And I can get rid of this entire assembly. And I can put this back up like that. Done deal. So now Kerbal Engineer will actually calculate it a little bit differently. It'll say, okay, well when you decouple, you're going to continue flying the root node, which is that part, and it'll actually calculate the correct delta V. Do you see the difference in Engineer now? Engineer's now telling me it's 4925, and before it wasn't doing that calculation because it thought when we decoupled this was trash and we were just going to be flying this stage. Really, this stage is trash and we're just going to fly this stage. So that was, I hope you learned something about Engineer there. Let's go ahead and let's take this thing out to the launch pad and get it to space. Get it to space. Dash, you seriously know your engineer? Dude, Cybertech! I'm not playing around, man. I'm not playing around. I love your... I absolutely love your mod. What is that? Dude, DSM20T with the donation, man. DSM, you're so freaking... You're like a rock. You're always like there, dude, with the donations. And I do appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate the support, DSM. Let me get this... In your honor, let me get this rocket to space. Thank you so much. Throttle up, panel lock, SAS engaged. DSM is awesome. 3, 2, 1, space. Look at it bounce. Did you see it bounce? That's pretty cool. So I'm going to do my typical launched profile. I'm going to fly straight up. Oh, decent. You just make a decent stage, Vogar. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. Oh my gosh. DSM, thank you again. What is this? Dude, that is an awesome Kerbal that you sewed together. Who was that? Johnny Lowe? Johnny Lowe, that's awesome. Thank you. And Cybertech, thanks for the shout out. I forgot my towel. Not decent, decent. I'm flying straight up. DSM is awesome. I'm flying straight up to 10,000. I'm going to start a gravity turn. The good news is, look at our delta V on the nuke stage going through the roof. As we drag the nukes up out of the atmosphere, they get more delta V. I bet you with this engine, as we took off, we had more delta V. This stage is definitely not going to get us to orbit. The question is, are the nukes, with their throttle to weight, with their thrust to weight ratio, will the nukes be enough to put us into orbit? It would be enough if we went to a really high orbit, right? There I need to do a gravity turn. Look at the middle center, look at the center center wiggle. It's like wiggle, 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 yeah, sort of deal. Point at 45 degrees. I'm actually gonna shoot for like 100-kilometer orbit because I need more time. I need more time for these nukes to get us circularized. I absolutely need more time. So let's go ahead and go up until we have an apoapse of 50 right here in Engineer. And then after I get to an apoapse of 50, I'm going to turn and burn. I'm going to click here, go orbital mode, and then just burn straight at the bottom of my... There we go. Burn straight at the bottom of this. Only 400 meters per second left. We're almost out of fuel in that stage. I feel like we'd be a lot better off if we had a lot more. We're good. We're good here. Just burn as much as you can. All right. I love it! That was awesome! That's why right there. Dude, Jim underscore underscore underscore. That right there is why. That is why we had nose cones and underscores, so that that exactly would happen. I hope you enjoyed that little show. That is why I did that like that, so that that would happen. 95, 96, 97. That thrust weight 0.81 is pretty low. 98, 99. There's 100. Do we have fuel in this tank? Yeah, we're pulling fuel out of that tank. Let's circularize. The really lame thing is I wish this thing was delivered full. So I think I may make a different lifter for it anyways, because I would rather deliver it full and just go on our merry way as opposed to have to worry about this. We could actually rendezvous this one. 71. And I'm at 100, so I'm just going to keep pulling until I get to 100 by 100. That right there is 101. This over here is 100. Good enough for government work. It's going to be a 2-minute 34-second burn, and it's a minute 35. That's a minute and 15, 16, 17 seconds. A minute and 17 seconds is half of 2 minutes and 34, right? So when I get to a minute and 17 seconds, I've got to start doing this burn. And here's what we'll do. I've got a plan. A minute and 17 seconds. When I do the burn, I'll tell you my plan. I've got a plan. 19, 18, 17. Engage. There we go. We're just going to let this thing burn. Let me read the chat and see what's going on. Dude, Terusu. DOS. Ooh, what is this? Some construction. No, it's an interplanetary transfer stage for the DOS Easy Docker. The DOS Easy Docker. Is there a probe core? Is the docking port doing there? There is a probe core on here. Large hadron. Remember to use the word question. Either a first stage or a refueler. Yeah. You can refuel it at the station. That's what I'm doing, Luis. I'm going to fly it to the station where there's already another craft docked. There's already a DOS Easy Docker docked, and we will fly this over to the station, refuel it there, attach the DOS Easy Docker, and go interplanetary from there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to rendezvous with the station. All right, look at it go. Epic staging. That's what we were looking for. Epic staging. Dude, Bomber, what's going on? What is this monstrosity? It's an interplanetary transfer station. Nubius Maximus, what's up? Just had a Kerbal jump from your station to do side re-entry and bounce to safety. What planet were you on? What's up, Nubius? I think I already got that one. Decent. Yeah, you got it. All right, good deal. Nice mission. Dude, Namara, I appreciate it. Night of 1. Thank you for hanging out. Take it easy. Got about a minute 20 left in the burn there. Look at, it's not exactly a box. That's lame. Whatever, we'll be fine. It's really close to a box. We probably didn't even really need those things out there. We probably could have put them really close in, so that it was just kind of like a flying X sort of deal. We'll be fine. It's a weird bug. How those things are overlaid like that. I wonder if it's a problem with the streaming. Dude, Sweetables! I'm Das Valdez. I do Kerbal Space Academy. That's my thing. And what that means is that I'm here to explain what I'm doing. Every night, every weeknight, I come up with a different topic. Tonight we're doing orbital construction. We're adding fuel tanks and transfer stations and that sort of stuff to the craft while they're in orbit. But I do getting to orbit. I do lifter design. I do mod highlights like Kerbal Engineer and atmospheric trajectories and that sort of stuff. I can't even think of another mod besides Kerbal Engineer. I do landing on the moon. I do interplanetary transfers. That is the entire thing with Kerbal Space Academy. And even on top of that, I love the feedback. Oh, I forgot to roll. I love the feedback from people, right? I love when people come into my channel and they give me feedback, they give me mission reports, they ask questions. They say, Das, dude, why did you do it that way? I don't understand why you did that. Why are you doing that? I love that. That is what Kerbal Space Academy is. All the different people participating, all the different questions and stuff. Welcome, by the way. I don't recognize your name, but you are absolutely welcome here at Kerbal Space Academy. Sweetables. 3, 2, what am I at? 1 by 94. 2.4 meters per second left. That's close enough. Remember my trick? Remember my trick to go circular? My trick to go circular. There's not even an Earth in this. The stream is helping a lot. Dude, I absolutely I appreciate that. In Insane Edge, there's not an Earth. It's called Kerbin. Don't tell anybody. All right, remember my trick. What is coming up next is my apoapse. When my apoapse is coming up next, that means if I burn radial in, if I burn down towards the planet, I can trade apoapse for periapse. So watch how that works. I'm going to point down towards the planet and watch these two numbers right here. Those two numbers are going to trade each other, right? When I burn in this direction, my apoapse goes down, my periapse goes up. Ups a little bit until I burn too much and then it operates. Because I flipped it. Then my periapse was right there. So where am I at? I'm at my periapse, apoapse, periapse. Ooh, I need to burn in the other direction. I should be good to go. Look, if I burn like, what is coming up next? Periapse? Okay. If I burn like right here, I should be good to go. Yep, that one's going down, that one's going up. Yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough right there. Dude, little troll. Int E, 898, the 10 dog. Okay, I got you guys. Yeah, we're good. I'm reading the scroll list now because so many freaking follows are coming and I can't keep up with them. You guys are nuts. All right, we did forget staging. I really do believe that I should get the mod that does the staging on craft that are already in orbit. We'll just fly. It's got a mustache. It's got a mustache. If we had done 3, it would totally have a mustache. Dude, Sergeant Dirk Diggler. Sergeant Dirk Diggler, that's a cool name. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I've also got a YouTube channel. If you can't catch the stream, I know sometimes I go a very long time with my stream, but if you can't catch the entire stream, you can always catch me on YouTube. Right here, info. That's my YouTube. Let me read some chats. Engine sounds are overwhelming the voice. Ooh. Engine sounds are overwhelming the voice. I will apologize for that. Let me click on that. Okay, I'll look at that too. There's a screenshot. Oh, the one that lands with the parachutes. That's awesome, Fenrir. The engine sounds were overwhelming the voice. Ay, 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 ay. I need to fix that. Let me go over here. Where's Kerbal Space Program? There we go. That should be good. Let me know. That actually turned the music way down as well, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. You like the game's a little loud? All right, M36. Guys, thanks for letting me know. We can play tic-tac-toe in orbit. I call this square. Don't the O's go first? Let's set up a transfer to the station. I'm in a mostly circular orbit, and I need to go over to... That's the Narwhal. That's the smaller station. That's the Gas Valdez. That's the old station. The drop tank delivery. There's the SSS-STO. There's the space dock. Where is the correct station? Is it this one? Simple docking craft? No. Majesty ship? That's a crash. When we discarded on the island of unloved ships. What? You know what's awesome about Kerbal Engineer? You can actually come over here, and you can click on this rendezvous tab. Let's learn something instead of clicking around like that. You can click on the rendezvous tab, and you can actually search for stations, and it'll list all the stations. Why is the station not in orbit? It's called something else. That's why I can't find it. There's the Narwhal, and there's the Bacon Station. And the Bacon Station is missing, and it's because I've docked a craft to it that's renamed it. So, I bet you it's one of the easy dockers. Let's go back to type selection. Let's go to ships. Yes. All right, one of these things, those are the double canoes out at Minmus. There's the cargo drone, the White October, the lame duck. Oh, I can't scroll that down, but I can float it so I can see the rest. The Simple Docking Craft Mark III. There's the Bacon Station Crew Module Ship. That's it, I bet you. The Bacon Station Crew Module Ship. I bet you that's the target. Watch we fly out there and it's not actually the target. We'll see. Let's get rid of the rendezvous tab. I wonder if I should switch to it right quick and just make sure that that's it. Where is it even at? I wish the icon would turn green, right? KSP. There we go. Let's just go ahead and switch to it and see if this is the right place. This should be the KSA Bacon Station we made last night. Last night we did a session on orbital construction as it relates to space stations, and we assembled this guy in orbit. That is what was going on. So let's see. We've got him docked there. That is the problem. This guy needs to be renamed. Where is his probe core at? Where's the computer control? There he is, down there. Rename vessel. This is actually a station. It's the KSA Bacon Station. There we go. All assembled. Good to go. All right. This is the right target. Let's go back over to the other guy. Press M. Go find him. Narwhal. Space dock. Have you seen my space dock? Let's go by the space dock right quick. I was doing interplanetary transfer classes. In terms of calculating and plotting the burns, I was using this, which is the KSA Majesty class interplanetary cruise ship. I really like this craft. It carries 127 Kerbals, 5,000 meters per second of delta V, away craft docking bays on the bottom of it, 3 auxiliary docking bays, like that. They've got fuel and extra RCS in. A lot of times we just take Dr. Pepper. This is the KSA Majesty class ship. I'll do some more with these things. You can actually download this ship if you want to. You can download the space dock as well if you go to my craft link. Anyways, that was just a brief stop by the Majesty class at the space dock there. We could totally fly the pilot up to the space dock in one of the little transfer craft. White October, Narwhal Station, Space Dock, Gas Valdez. Why am I doing this? Oh, because I can't switch to. I really wish that I could come over here and search for something like the DSD IP stage delivery. I really wish that I could click there and actually switch to the craft. Because I love the search. It's like Google search for your freaking ships. I've always wanted that. It's so well implemented too. I mean, it does the instant search and stuff. Anyways, that is awesome. Let us see what else we've got. SSSTO, cargo drone, drop tank to delivery, docking craft, Bacon Station, White October, Gas Valdez, Narwhal, Space Dock. Where's the IP? It's in orbit. Cargo drone. DSD drop tank delivery. Where's the IP stage? One of these guys? White October, Crash, Gas Valdez, Narwhal. Is there something turned off? No. IP. There it is. It's the IP stage delivery. Switch to that. All right. It takes so much stream time sometimes to go find the right craft. You're going to need more than 127 Kerbals. We'll do it fleet-wise. What's up, Scarlet Reaver? Dude, welcome back, Scarlet. There's 150. There was like 190. Targetron. I would rather have less mods. I've seen Targetron before, but I would rather have less mods. And that mod, it's really, I mean, so well implemented by Cybertech. Let's go ahead now that we have the proper target. We're almost in the same orbit already, unfortunately. That's lame. What is our target orbit? Where's the bacon station? That's the Gas Valdez. I just need less stations. There's the bacon station. I need to like send the Gas Valdez a little bit higher. Dude, Zient Chaotic. Zient Chaotic. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. We're trying to take this over to the KSA bacon station. He's right there. I am at 100. Bacon station is sitting at what? Narwhal. I keep losing it. There, it's right there. He's sitting at 91. That's going to be a while, so here's what I'm going to do to make this faster. I'm actually going to boost myself up to a higher orbit. I'm going to go up to a $150. Streamer's prerogative. I'm going to go up to a $150, and then I'm going to circularize at a $150. And I'll show you how to do a home-in transfer, how to transfer from one orbit to the other and get a rendezvous in the process. There's 130, 140, 150, 149, 150. All right. Now all we need to do is find that ApoApps. I really need to clean these orbits up. Maybe I'll do that after the stream. I'll stream it like after we do our raids and stuff. Maybe I'll come back here and stream some more and actually clean up the orbits. Now I just need to pull on that until I get a flip. 163, that's too high. Get a flip backwards. There we go. 147, that's honestly close enough. 149.5, that's fine. That node's coming up in 16 minutes. It's going to be a 6-second burn. Let me point towards the node. I'll fast forward it. I'll circularize. Then I'll talk to you about how to do a home and transfer to rendezvous with something. Scarlet Rever. Pay attention. Welcome, by the way. Welcome. If you didn't know, Scarlet Rever was streaming KSP the other day, and one of the things that I try to do, I try to go around and look at the streams when I'm done, and I kind of do some research for Kerbal Space Academy. And Scarlet Rever gave me some excellent research. He was actually getting a challenge. He was streaming Kerbal Space Program, and he had a challenge going where he was trying to get docked in the first 100 hours of playing Kerbal Space Program. And so I was kind of sitting there watching. I was trying to give him some tips, but not do too much backseat gaming. I know sometimes I can come off a little bit as a backseat gamer because I'm like, no, it's never going to work. I built the same rocket in my engineer, and you're going to die. Sometimes. I try not to do that. But I do like to go around and play Capcom for people and help them learn the game. But Scarlet Reaver, were you able to dock yet? Have you played? You weren't streaming last night. I don't know if you streamed earlier today. I don't know how many hours you have left in your challenge. Apparently somebody was going to give him a big donation if he was able to dock in the first 100 hours. But let me know how that's going, because right now I'm going to be setting up a home and transfer, which is the first step in getting a rendezvous with something, which is the first step with docking with it. So pay attention. I will do a simple home and transfer for you here, and I will read my chat right after I do this burn. There's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 6-second burn. When it gets down to 3 seconds, I'm going to light the candle. When it finishes the burn, I'm going to unlight the candle by pressing X. It gives me burn commands that I'm currently doing when I read his message. What? Yeah, exactly. It's like too late. Do I build... I could put one of these geostationary. I'll do that for you. Dude, right checks. I've been playing for over a year, and every KSA stream I pick up on at least a couple new things. DOS for the win. Dude, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Only 30 hours in. All right, so you got 70 hours. You've got 70 hours to get your docking done. We'll do it, dude. I'll play your Capcom. Drink, says Templar. I'll be Capcom for you, and I'll talk you through it. All right. I just missed my burn. Whatever. I'm like drinking and reading the chat and stuff, and then I'm like totally missing the burn. 150 by 148, that's good enough. That's good enough. The bigger your orbit, the less time-sensitive burns are. The bigger your orbit, the less time-sensitive the burns are. A little bitty tiny 70-kilometer orbit, burns are more time-sensitive. 500-kilometer orbit, the burns are a little bit less time-sensitive whenever you're trying to do things like circularize and stuff like that. So now we've got that. Let me read the chat right quick, because I said I would. You'll play again tomorrow. Okay, Scarlet River, I'll definitely be coming by tomorrow. Should have docking in under 50. You should. Dude, I bet you do. I bet you do. I bet you do. And now you're missing the burn. You guys got me, dude. Maximus and D Templar. You all got me. That is awesome. Let's see here. How did I get so good? I don't know. I just like the game, and I'm logically minded, I guess. Give me the burn. Yeah. Can I do a Geosync? I'll take one of those up to Geosync orbit. I'll do a KSA on that. Targetron. Okay, I did read that one. All right, good to go, good to go. So now what I need to do, I need to set up what's called a home and transfer. Home and transfer is a very efficient way to transfer between two orbits, right? To transfer between two orbits. And what I need to do right now, we all know that Bacon Station, I can turn off the ships, which will actually reduce a lot of clutter. Hey. What the? That's a little weird. My buttons aren't working. That can't be a good sign that those buttons aren't working. Huh. Am I in time warp? No. Am I controlling a ship? Yes. Well, normally you're supposed to be able to click on these things, but since the game isn't in alpha until the next release, apparently I can't click on them right now. Anybody else see a problem with that? I don't see the problem. I have electric charge. That shouldn't affect those buttons whatsoever. Huh. Normally I could click on that to turn off all the ships and clean up all those orbits, but apparently that's not working right now. It's actually really annoying. Nope. Flight engineer didn't have anything to do with it. Not that I thought it would. Anyways, that's annoying. Let's set up a home and transfer. I'm actually going to use flight engineer to find my target. I know that I'm going to Bacon Station. I can just type in Bacon right there in the search, and I can click on Bacon Station, and it'll set up the rendezvous. I'm not really going to look at this stuff. I was just using that to set my target without scrolling through a bunch of different stuff. So now I'm good to go. Are other buttons working? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I can control the craft. These buttons are working. Mission elapsed time is working. The only thing that's not working is... Apparently that's working now. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but it started working, so I'm not going to worry about it, I guess. There must have been something up or something. I don't know. No. Huh. It's not anything to do with that tab being hidden or not hidden or whatever. Anyways, that just cleans the orbit some. If you ever lose your ship where it doesn't have a little icon, hover at the top of the screen. Because that allows you to clean up your orbits. It only shows certain things, like I could just show the ships, or I could just show the stations. It's a really useful thing whenever you've got a lot of ships in orbit. So, yes, DSM, the home and transfer is typically the it's the most efficient way. It's not the fastest by any means, but it's the most efficient way. It's like the minimum delta V to get from point A to point B in terms of orbit. That is what we're trying to do. You can always get there faster or slower, but it's basically the minimum amount of delta V to get the orbit done. So let's talk about this home and transfer, right? You see before you Kerbal, the little blue marble full of little green men who die a lot. You see my orbit up here. That's not my orbit. There I am, the IP stage delivery. Apparently the Gas Valdez station is up in a $150 orbit. Let us have a look what I've got here. I've got the IP stage delivery. I'll check chat and I'll answer questions. I saw a question come in. I want to get that question, but I'll do that after I get this burn plotted and executed, okay? So I will get that to the chat. Here's what I want to do. I am in this orbit, 150 by 150. See, I'm 148 by 150. That's circular enough. What you don't want to be is in a highly elliptical orbit, like 70 by 500 or something, right? Because this will not work. You want to be in a mostly circular orbit, not an elliptical orbit. Let's see what else we have here. We also have my target. It is in a 91. It's not the most circular orbit, so this isn't going to be the best home and transfer. But it's in a 92 by 88. I'll just show you that you can still get a home and transfer done even if the target is not in exactly a circular orbit. Where is it at right now? Where's the Bacon Station at? There's the Bacon Station. Where am I at? I am on the other side of the planet. So basically, the way orbits work, I'm in a higher orbit right now. My altitude is 150, 149. My velocity is 2171. The Bacon Station is in a lower orbit. Its altitude is 92. Its velocity is 2255. Not only is its velocity 2255 versus 2171, its velocity is higher, and the circumference of that circle that you could use to describe its orbit is smaller. That is less distance to travel than the higher orbit, right? So not only am I going slower, I also have more distance to cover. What that means is that as we wait, the Bacon Station is going to catch up to me. It is going to catch up to me. I'm right there. It's right there. And slowly but surely, the more we wait, the Bacon Station is going to catch up. Let's actually see what that looks like. Watch the Bacon Station right there. And watch me. I'm right here. And let me time warp a little bit. See how we're almost exactly on opposite sides of the planet right now? If I time warp even more, the Bacon Station is slowly but surely going to catch up. See now, a quarter orbit later, we're not exactly across. Watch when I get right here. Watch where the Bacon Station is. The Bacon Station almost made it even further. I was going to say like a time. Look at this. When I get down here, the Bacon Station's catching up. It's caught up like an eighth of an orbit. When I get right here, watch what happens. The Bacon Station, it's still catching up. When I get here, watch the Bacon Station. It's this one right here, right? When I get there, the Bacon Station's catching up. Every orbit I go around, every second I spin in orbit, I'm going to do 9 o'clock over here. And again, Bacon Station's almost caught up. I think when I get down here to 6 o'clock, the Bacon Station's going to caught up a half orbit. Just about. See where it is now? Instead of on the opposite side of the planet, because it's going less distance faster, it's catching up to us. So the entire principle of the Hohmann transfer is to time it correctly. Or the Hohmann transfer rendezvous, I guess, because the Hohmann transfer doesn't necessarily need a target. The entire principle of the Hohmann transfer rendezvous is to time it such that when I take myself down to that lower orbit, that guy is right there. He is there at the time that I reach that lower orbit. And so the combination of him catching up to me or me catching up to him, depending on who's lower and higher, and the fact that I'm going to do a transfer orbit down, I'm going to lower my own orbit, that is how I'm going to set up this rendezvous. Let's see how it actually works in practice, right? In practice, I can put a maneuver anywhere on my orbit. It does not even matter. I've got that down there. Let me make sure you can see that with OBS. You can. That's excellent. So I've got this on here. The first step, it doesn't matter, periaps, apoaps, as long as I'm mostly circular, it doesn't matter where I put this. What I want to do is I want to remove delta V from this orbit. I want to remove energy from the orbit by pulling retrograde, burning retrograde basically, until I have a periaps that is the same as my target's orbit. So my target orbit was like 88 to 91, right? And now I've pulled this down until I have a periaps of 91. You can see it right there. But we're not exactly matched up. You see these two new icons that appear. Intersect 1 and target position at intersect 1. Intersect 1, that means I'm going to be right there. Target position at intersect 1, it's going to be right there. That's not a rendezvous. That's a Hohmann transfer that we could use to get down there to that orbit if we burned and circularized at that new periaps. But that's not a rendezvous. So what do? Go down to this node down here. Right-click on it. You get this mode. You get the wait mode, basically. You see this guy? This means wait an entire orbit. What's going to happen if I wait an orbit? The target is going to catch up to me some. Let's see what happens when I wait an orbit. It actually catches up to me way too much. So I don't need to wait an orbit for this one. Our orbits are so different. Actually, it does look like I'm a little bit closer. Our orbits are so different that that is the change. Let me show you. That right there is how much it catches up in a single orbit. That distance right there is how much it catches up on us. So it'll be behind us now, but it'll be in front of us then. That looks like it's a little bit closer. We're going to have to play with this a little bit. The next step is to wait till that. You see how that ball down there gets a little bit white? The white circle gets whiter. It lights up. Grab a hold of that and drag your orbit. Do you see what's happening? I'm not changing my delta V. Watch my delta V here. 44 meters per second. I'm not changing the amount of delta V I'm spending. All I'm doing is changing exactly when I do the burn. And you see those guys right here above me, up above my head? You see how, wow, my gosh, what did I just do? I just dragged it off. I hate that functionality. I hate that function. That functionality needs to be removed from the game. What happened was if you put a node onto an orbit and you drag it off, see how it turned red? If you let go when you drag it off, it deletes the node. I hate that functionality. It wastes so much time. Add maneuver. Burn, oops, I can't see it. Burn retrograde until it's 44 meters per second, and I have a 91 periaps. I've got to do it again. I was going to highlight that as a good Hohmann transfer, and then that stupid functionality bit me. I don't understand that functionality at all. 91. Okay, that's good. Let's make it a little bit lower. 89. That's a little bit too low. 91. That's fine. Okay. Right-click on it. Wait one orbit. Wait till it turns white down there. And go ahead and drag it around like this. Just drag it around until those two red things right above my head. Gosh, I had it perfect until that stupid bug got me. I'm going to call it a bug. That's a very bad feature. Until I've got it right like that. And now you can see we've got a 3.7 kilometer intersect. Let me see if dragging it gets it any better. In that direction, it became 2.2. In this direction, It's now 4.1. 2.2 was pretty darn good. 2.5. Let's ship it. Let's ship it. What's up, K9? Dude, K9. What is going on, K9? I am doing a home and transfer right now. KSP is on sale. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Home and transfer rendezvous. Wait until the transfer puts us next to the other. Do you know if there is math placing on upper limit on wait time? I've never seen it. Your patience will put an upper limit on the wait time. As long as you can click that little button, with how bad that interface is, as long as you can click that little button, it'll let you wait as long as you can. So let's see what we've got here. Basically, JLW, we've got a craft that is not next to another craft. And we want craft A to get right next to craft B so that we can connect them together and make one big craft, craft C. That's what we're trying to do. So, I've got that set up. This is good to go. Das Kappa. That'll be one of the emotes if I can get partnered. That is a separation. 2.5. That's our encounter. This is looking great. I am going to have this burn coming up in 54 minutes, 18 seconds. I'm going to spin 44 meters per second of Delta V. The really cool thing is when I get down there, it'll be about 44 to rendezvous with the craft as well. You can basically just double it. So we've got this. We're good to go. Let me point towards the burn, fast forward, and get the burn done. Right? Right like that. I've pointed towards the burn. I'm in the correct mode. Let's fast forward. Actually, I'm going to set a Kerbal alarm clock. I don't want to screw this one up. It's a 5-second burn, so I can set the alarm like 20 seconds out. All I do is add. I've got that. This is going to be 0 minutes. Let's just do 30 seconds. Add alarm. I love Kerbal alarm clock. We can minimize it. And now I can time warp. And as I time warp, I actually don't have to worry about slowing down. Kerbal alarm clock will do it for me. It'll wait until 20 seconds. What did I do? 20, 30 seconds before the node. I just typed it in. It'll wait until the 30 seconds. I think the default is a minute. But it'll wait until whatever I type in, and it'll undo the time warp for me, which is awesome. I can just sit here. Just 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20 minutes. And I can just sit here, drink my delicious Dr. Pepper. Did I finish my Chick-fil-A? I did. Until it gets down. And I don't even have to click. It'll cut time warp for me. See how I did that? And it says, hey, Das, you need to take care of this. Alarm clock is so useful. It's so useful whenever you have multiple ships on multiple missions all at the same time. You can put nodes everywhere. And it'll actually remember the node, too. And take you back to the ship. Put the node back on it. You can go to other ships. It doesn't even matter. 5-second burn. That's 3 seconds. T minus 3 seconds. Increase it to 6 and half it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Burn, ignite. Burn, 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 burn. And stop. Press X to do it. Good to go. Let's go check our rendezvous. Our rendezvous, we're coming in at 3.1 kilometers. That's close enough. The next thing we need to do, acquire the target. He should be close to us. Do we see him anywhere? Ah, shucks. I was just going to do a countdown from right here. But I have not acquired the target yet. I don't see him. Oh, target mode. Will NavHUD help me? Let's have a look at NavHUD. Alright, it says it's out that way, but we're not actually, he's not close enough to get a target marker yet. So, what I'm going to do, actually, I could do it right like this, couldn't I? Yeah. Let's just fast forward until he gets close to us. I'm just watching him. Look at this great. Isn't this awesome? The way a home and transfer works, I am losing relative velocity to him. When I actually get to him, where's he at? I hope he pops a target marker soon. We'll see. When I actually, there's the target marker right there. All right, good deal. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm doing a thing here. I'm doing a thing. That was a donation. Dude. D Templar 5. You're one of the best tutors in KSP so far. Keep up the great work. Man, D Templar, that's not the first time you've donated. I absolutely appreciate you. I absolutely, positively, without a doubt, appreciate you, D Templar. Thank you so much for that donation. I was so frustrated. I had like a perfect cut for the home and transfer so I could highlight it so more people could watch it when I'm not online. But Dark Templar, dude. I assume it's Dark Templar. Maybe it's Derp Templar or Donator Templar or whatever, dude. I don't know. But I do appreciate you, man. I do appreciate you. I always just think dark whenever I see that. So, thank you for the support. Let's get this rendezvous done. We are coming in. That's 75. Can I click on it to make it stick? No, I can't. I basically just want to watch this guy. I don't even have to go over there. Another thing I could do, I could set a node at our rendezvous and then it would tell me how fast it's coming up. But this right here, don't donate while DOS is doing his thing. People sometimes do that. I'm like, and look at me land on the moon, and then all of a sudden, my ears like explode. And I'm like, seriously? Are you trying to make me crash? Ah, yes. But see this? Look. We're just getting closer and closer. We know we're going to get within 3 of it, right? What I can do, 28 kilometers, I need to get to like 15 kilometers or something. Let me wait till it gets, now it's over us. Let me wait till it gets down to about 15 kilometers, and I'll show you how to correct this on the fly.